Welcome back to Black Star Dove. Welcome back to my channel. As always, hit me up with that HBO special. That means help a brother out. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Go ahead, click that subscribe button. Click the like button if you like the content. I most definitely appreciate it, and I appreciate you as a person. So a very funny topic that I have this conversation with my friends a lot sometimes. Does porn give you a misguided representation of what sex is like? Think about it. To me is yes, depending on what type of porn you watch. Now people have OnlyFans and all that stuff. I don't watch none of that. Watch it for free on Reddit. That's just me. But you know, like professional porn gives you a false narrative of what sex is supposed to be like. And I know what you're thinking. You're 32 years old. Why are you talking about this? Because I wanted to put content up that everyone can kind of grasp towards. Now, this is mostly for the younger viewers, or any young person that might come across this. Because, you know, like growing up, you're watching these porn, you're watching all this different stuff, and it can have an effect on you psychologically and saying this is how it's supposed to be like. That's not true. Those are paid actors, paid to perform, to simulate pleasure. The whole thing is to get you excited. If you listen to a lot of porn actors' interviews, they don't even like the person that they're having sex with. Like a lot of them were like enemies, and they were like faking it and all that stuff. But it does, I believe, it gives a false narrative of how it really is. Like, I've had almost everything. Of course, have sex, have a son. So I had sex. Did threesomes. Threesomes and also ran trains, even though it's the same thing. But, you know, I had a threesome with me and two other women. Then, of course, had a quote unquote ran a train with me and another man and a woman. Did foursomes. The biggest thing I ever did was it was like 10 people. It was 4 guys and 6 girls. And then, of course, I seen everything in between from, you know, in college watching dick sucking contests and all that stuff. So everything in between. And it's not what you see it as. First of all, sex is very weird, especially if you don't have like a whole lot of chemistry with that person. You don't really know that person, especially the first few times you're getting ready to know them. They're trying to know you. Depending on how far y'all want to take things, it can get really weird. It gets sweaty. Y'all can like bump each other in the head and all that stuff. It is not as clean cut as it may appear. Same thing with threesomes. Threesomes are usually very boring. It could be boring especially if it's like one guy and 2 girls, and the girls are not really interested in each other, so they can like get a little boring, and then somebody can feel like you're paying more attention to one person and not the other, and it can just go all downhill from there. I'm just here to say, like, when you really are having sex with someone, especially if you and that person actually connect on a spiritual level, it's going to be weird, but it's going to be amazing. Another thing I want to make sure that I get my point across, especially for the younger generation. Man, once you agree to have sex, you're letting her know that she can do with the sperm whatever she pleases. I know that doesn't sound fair, but you already made your decision when you decide to have sex. Of course, there are ways to combat this, such as condoms. You can do the Drake method of pouring hot sauce in the condom. But even then, condoms don't, they can bust. They can split. There's so many things that can happen. So when you give that semen, it's hers to do with it as she pleases. So keep that in mind, because you might end up with a child you don't want one, and then there's nothing that you can do about it. Well, you can always not be a deadbeat father, but we don't preach that on this channel. We preach taking care of our responsibilities. And I try to lead by example on that. But like I said, and then for the women, I will say this: I can't tell you what to do with your body. That's your choice. But you really don't want to have a child with someone who doesn't want to have a child. Look around, take examples. And I know, I'm not saying get an abortion. I'm not telling you what to do with your body. Especially to go through an abortion that causes a lot of trauma. But take a look around. Look at some of your friends. Look at society as a whole. If you're having a baby with somebody who doesn't want one, you're signing up for a lifetime of trauma. Either way, you're getting trauma. I'm just saying, think of all your options. And whatever decision you decide, I hope it's best for you. That's the most important thing. Men, know that no means no. And that means that this is nothing that's worth trying to get, jail time. No means no. Just let it go. If you want something that bad, there are plenty of women that you could pay and they would take care of you in exchange for monetary value. Trying to say the politically correct way. It's just like, I get it, and I know, especially for the young people. I was there. I've been there, and I'm just glad that me myself never did nothing too stupid. But other than that, like I said, sex is not what it is. I hope you like this video. I hope you enjoy it. Before you ever have sex, try to practice safe sex. I know that's like a quote unquote, mom and pop thing, but you do want to practice safe sex. One thing about us black people, we don't believe in STDs/STIs until it's too late. And then once one of us has it and they don't have the proper insurance and all that stuff, they want to claim it's a government conspiracy. You are in charge of who you allow into your body. Keep that in mind. Other than that, take care. I love you. Peace.